Hey guys, it's Stephanie and welcome back. I'm the blogger behind brighterdarling.com, and today we're doing a foundation review and not first impression, but a wear test of the new Burt's Bees Goodness Glows liquid makeup. Now, I know you probably have seen me do a few foundation tests of more high-end formulas, and I wanted to make sure I incorporated some drugstore finds because I know a lot of people love the Burt's Bees brand, and they just released this foundation, I believe some powder, eyeliners, eyeshadows, blush, pretty much like a full basic face, and it's all, of course, with the responsibly sourced natural kind of ingredients. So let me just give you a little information about this formula. It's 98.9% natural, which I'm personally very shocked about because I wouldn't have thought that a foundation could be that natural. But it's supposed to give full coverage a full coverage look to even and smooth skin with a radiant, natural looking finish. It comes in 12 shades to suit a variety of skin tones, and it's supposed to never look heavy, greasy, or cakey. It doesn't have parabens, phthalates, sodium lauryl or SLS, sulfates, petrolatum, or synthetic fragrances. It's dermatologist tested, which doesn't really mean anything, and it's not tested on animals. Some of the key ingredients is that metafoam seed oil. So this is a water-based foundation. It's not silicone-based, just so you know. Anyway, okay, I'm wearing shade 1045 Warm Honey, and I will let you know this shade range is not great. I'm wearing like one of the deepest shades they make, which I'm not even self-tan right now, and I think that's a little crazy. I want to say it's like the second to deepest warm tone shade. They broke it up into cool, neutral, and warm tones, and to be totally honest with you, to me, this isn't even that warm toned. It's more neutral. So I do know that this is new for the Burt's Bees line, so maybe they'll make some expansions as the popularity might grow. But overall, my first impression is that this is a wonderful everyday foundation for those with more normal to dry skin. However, as you guys know, I'm pretty oily and I think it looks decent. So we're going to get into the demo. I did use a kind of a primer because I know a lot of you have requested that I really need to use a primer because I'm so oily. So I'm going to try it out with half my face today so you guys can see how it goes. And yeah, so that's about it. If you're interested in seeing how the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows foundation wears on me for the day, then just keep on watching. Hey everybody. All right, so we are going to get into this foundation application and wear test. I'm using shade Warm Honey, and I know in my last few foundation videos I got some flack about not using primer. Well, you guys, I haven't found a primer that I really like until very recently, so you gotta just bear with me. And I really don't like using primers in these reviews because I want you to really see how the foundations work baseline. Like, I use a minimal amount of powder just because if I don't, it would be a disaster. Every foundation would suck. But I try to really just keep it as basic as I can so you can see the real performance. However, I know everybody really felt strongly about primer, and since I've already tried this foundation for a little while, this is not a first impression. I know it's a little dewy for my oily skin. So I did go in with the Paula's Choice Shine Stopper, which is a matte finish, oil controlling, pore minimizing, primer type product. Really, it's more just to control oil. So I only put that on this side of my face. So as the day goes on, you guys are going to see oil kind of break through. Hopefully it is minimized on this side because I've actually never tried these two together yet. So anyways, we're going to do what we've done in the past. I've got a little a brush for this side and a sponge for this side. So let's just go in and do that. So I just put 2 pumps on my hand here. I'm going to go in with the brush here. And again, I like to stipple foundation on first and then blend it once it's kind of on. So what I can say is it's extremely natural, which is really nice for every day. And what I thought was so cool about this is that it's 98.9% natural. Like, how is that even possible? How did Burt's Bees make a foundation that's 98% natural? Yeah, so many are so, synthetic based. So obviously, you guys know I always have these breakouts right here. So, it does a really nice job of almost completely covering those up. If you haven't tried this Pure Cosmetics foundation brush yet, it basically puts on your foundation in 4 seconds. Like, it's really awesome, especially when you don't have your eyes done already. You can kind of just like swipe it all over. All right, so that is the brush side. We're gonna go in with my beauty blender side. And again, I'm gonna put another 2 pumps, probably gonna need more because it's a beauty blender and they always suck up foundation. And I'm just gonna pick it up and dab it on. Yeah, I can tell already. I'm going to need more on this side. But anyway, I appreciate all my new subscribers. You guys are really making me feel welcome here on YouTube for the most part. The biggest thing about moving from, well, not really moving, but adding YouTube to my blog was the hesitation that YouTube community can be so mean. And I just don't really need that negativity in my life. Like, I have enough crap going on, as I'm sure all of you do too, that I don't need people being mean to me or making fun of me or calling me any kind of names. It just was unnecessary. However, I know that with beauty, it's important to have video. So after a few years of vlogging, I felt like I really just needed to just do it and get over my fear and worry that people are going to be jerks. So I appreciate your support. All right. Anyway, so as you can tell, I don't know, actually maybe you can tell, but this side with the sponge, it looks nice, but it's definitely not as full coverage as this side. So I do have to go in with a little more. I just put about half a pump. And that's another feature. It has a pump, which is really cool. And I'm just going to go over those spots that seem a little patchy. So yeah, all right. That's pretty much that. So let's just get a little closer here and we'll look at my mirror. This side is our brush side. And this side is our sponge side. And the side that has the matte oil control primer. So yeah, overall, it has like a demi matte finish. Looks really natural. So I'm going to just go and finish the rest of my face and then we'll come right back.
Alright, so my whole face is done. I just want to pop on here to go over what I use so you all know. So, as concealer, I use the NARS Radiant Concealer. I have a little mini of it. I'm using Cheap Custard. I set under my eyes with this By Cherry Hyaluronic Acid Hydro Powder. Then I lightly dusted the Tarte Confidence Cream Powder Foundation just in the T-zone area as I've done in other videos. I bronzed with Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I'm obsessed with. Totally recommend. I'm so glad I found it. Put blush on using MAC Melba. Love that blush. I highlight using the Tarte Pro to Glow. I don't know. But I didn't use the bronzer. I just used the combination of those two highlight shades. On my eyes is the Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. I'm using Estee Lauder Double Wear Eyeliner in Onyx. I have Estee Lauder Pure Color MD Lash Multi-Effect Mascara. This is new. On my lips, I'm wearing the Urban Decay Lip Liner in Rush with Estee Lauder Insatiable Ivory Nude Lipstick. And top a little bit of the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker Gloss in Nude Star. And I think that's it.
All right, so I'm going to go about my day. I have to do a Target run. I have a wedding this weekend, so I have lots of things to get organized before we leave tomorrow night. So I will just do a couple check-ins as I normally do and show you guys how it wears. So stay tuned for the check-in. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you what time it was. So it is currently 11:53 in the morning. So now you have the time for official purposes. All right, everybody, this is the first check-in of the day at 5 o'clock. 5:07 to be exact. I've had a crazy day. So I don't know if this is just me or if this happens to a lot of people. I have a wedding this weekend and I had in my mind that I was going to wear this dress and it's been sitting in my closet for months and I was like, yeah, it'll be fine, it's so perfect. Well, let me try this on, you know, the day before I leave to see if it works, and it has a huge like embedded oil stain on it. So of course, the day before I leave, now I have to go shopping, which I hate shopping. I especially hate going to the mall. I don't know why. Like if it's Sephora, that's fine. But anyway, I basically went to this outlet mall by my house, at least it's outside, walked around, went to Francesca's, never have luck there, but I literally walked in like so, I don't even know what the word is, like just please help me, defeated I guess, and I just had the ladies pick out basically everything in the store from like jewelry to shoes to dresses, and they did an excellent job. It was the first time I ever had luck at Francesca's, but anyway, let's check my face, right? So as we remember, this is the side that has the brush application with no primer. And this is the side that had the sponge application with oil control primer. And from what I can tell, I think the primer side does look better, shockingly enough. So you guys might be onto something. Maybe I do need to do like split faces with the primer. But overall, obviously I am getting oily. It's been what, almost, it's like 4 hours now, and I'm oily, so it's gonna happen no matter what. I have definite breaking up, and it's actually totally gone off of my nose completely. Here, obviously it's getting a little oily, not as bad on this side though, of course. And it's not breaking down at all. Here, it's kind of having some issues around where I'm having my breakout. But generally speaking, it looks nice. It doesn't look like impossibly unacceptable. So we'll see what it looks like late tonight. I'm sure it will be oily, but we'll see how bad it is, right? All right, so it's the last check-in. It is 8:29 at night. I have to go to bed early tonight. As you guys know, I have this wedding coming up, taking over my life. I literally had 2 Target runs today. Had to buy something, then return something, then my husband said that we forgot dog food. It's been one of those days. So, anywho, let's look at my face. So, okay, this issue here, you can probably see a little bit on camera. I had put a little bit of acne medication on, like first step of my skincare, and it does seem to, like my skin is drying out a little bit, so the makeup is kind of weird there. But if you look at the rest of my face, and this is the not primer side, it is oily, especially in my nose area as usual. But overall, it's not bad. Like, I mean, especially for something from the drugstore. The other side with the primer and the beauty blender definitely looks more even, but I don't know if the oiliness is too much different. I mean, I would say maybe 25% less oily on this side. But, you know, I mean, not major. I have noticed some breaking up in the forehead area, like right here. But I'm being, like, hypercritical. Overall, if you looked at this side of my face, I think it looks pretty flawless and pretty natural and decent coverage. So, yeah, for a drugstore foundation, and if you are someone with normal to more drier skin, I think this is going to be awesome for you. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up, I think, for drugstore, and for the fact that the ingredients are fairly clean. I do really like it. I just wish that A, they had more shade ranges, and B, I do wish that it was a little less dewy. But maybe they'll add one like that in the near future. I know that they literally advertise this as a glowy foundation. So that's my take on it. I give it 2 thumbs up. I like it. And if you are looking at this product in the drugstore and you can find a shade range, a shade match, I think it's worth a try. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this review was helpful for you. I hope that you are enjoying my channel, and if you are, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate that. But otherwise, I hope you all have a good day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Let's get into the Sephora products that are new. Starting with what is making my hair pink.